so, but none of them had come out openly to declare that they want to be governor. You know, because what happens there is, look, people are selected, and they even came out. I remember in 2007 election, 2011 or so, the BC Akonde came out to say, look, imposition is our thing. We know our members, we know the ones that can perform. Even during Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu's birthday, the issue, the crisis in the House in 2007 between Fashola and the Lagos State House of Assembly then, and Fashola apologizing on behalf of the members that were not returned. And Ahmed Tinubu replied him that if not for imposition, you will not be here. And so, there are no ambition. You get what you are given. And so they understand, they know, but because these people, if you look at Adamawa now, for example, look at
because we're running out of time. If they don't have that culture, and this is what you say they have, and people from the PDP that have moved already come from a culture where they can always talk and have their way of say, do you think that they can actually blend in?
That's where the crisis is going to be. But if you look at Adamawa, you look at Rivers, you look at Sokoto, these are places where it will be almost impossible, a practical impossibility for the governors to go back to PDP. Because unlike other states, in Rivers State, the rug had been pulled off the feet of the governor. And we see it, in fact, some people will say it was the Rivers State governor that started all of this. And so, it will be political suicide for him to just move back into the PDP. And so, he will look for a place to hibernate naturally, irrespective of whether, you know, they are known enemies. I just need a place to rest my head. And then once I hibernate, I can always look for another platform. And that's why you see in all of this picture, Atiku moved with them when they moved out of that convention, but you hardly hear of Atiku in all of this scheming because he was with these same people and he also had learned one or two lessons.
Well, anyway, I think that's a place for us to leave it at that, lessons learned, but we're still on this particular matter. Libel Sushoma, a lawyer, many thanks for coming.
Thank you. My pleasure.
We're on a break now and we will return. Stay with us.
Airtel Premier, exclusively for you. Enjoy premium benefits suited to you with the new Airtel Premier Club. Airtel Premier. Join the Premium Club now. Dial 2020 or 0802-150-2020 for more information. Airtel, smile Nigeria, we've got you covered.
Hello, miss. I'm from the bank down the road, and I'm here to tell you about our good financial services.
Oh, really? You mean like going out of your way to help my business grow?
Huh?
Or throwing a party on my 5th year in business?
Ah.
My bank offers me much more than financial services.
Diamond Bank?
A bit of advice. You need a new bank.
Diamond, your bank.
Well, now that looks so scary. Human organ trafficking is what we're looking at next. And joining us to look at that, Dr. Philip Njamaza is the chairman, Global Profile Alliance. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, the last time we spoke to you a pretty long time ago, you were in Abuja, we were right here in Lagos, and we had a chat on some medical issue. Human organ trafficking.
Yes.
That's quite strange in the country.
Well, not that strange. Let's put a background to this. The organs that are available for transplantation worldwide, there is a real shortage of these organs because in the past, people used to go to India and the Indian poor, their organs were taken and given to foreigners. So there was a lot of people going from the Western countries, US, Western Europe, to India to have organ transplantation. Now, India has shut down their whole country to this type of illegal organ transplantation. Now, the other aspect of it is the embryo trafficking, whereby the eggs of women are harvested from IVF clinics and exported for another type of market, which is the biotech companies trying to make stem cell research. So the current problem is that it has an economic dimension. If you look at the Western economy, there have been a continuing slide in the way they can actually match what they used to have in the past in terms of electronic market and supporting the overall market. Now they have made a decision, a fundamental decision, to move and create a whole new industry, which we call the human industry. So, for example, if you have a problem with the kidney, one way to do it is to actually give you a new kidney. And this kidney is not done like in the past. In the past, you harvest a kidney from a relative or who matches your tissue and the person gets the kidney. Now, the idea of embryonic stem cell research is that we can take this nucleus from your kidney and transplant it to an egg of a woman which we have removed the egg. And when we transplant it, we put it in a tissue culture and it will grow to become a kidney. That sounds well and good. However, who is going to give this egg?
Sorry.
Yes.
Is that the same thing as cloning?
That is cloning. That is what is called therapeutic cloning. Now, the problem is, who are you going to get this egg from? Because if you harvest the egg, for you to harvest the egg, you have to give a series of injunctions, which we call ovarian hyperstimulation. So when you stimulate the ovaries, you are stimulating all the tissues in that woman. So cancer cells, which are very small, which could have been dealt with in the liver, will grow in the liver, kidney, in all the other organs, cervix and uterus. So you can have a proliferation of cancer. You can have a kidney failure from that, infertility, renal failure, all sorts of complications, and this is what we call ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. So when all the developed countries looked at this and said, look, we are going to strictly ban this in our country. So it's illegal in the whole of Europe, Britain, America, and most of the developed Asian countries have banned it. Well, Africa is the place where the
So they now look to Africa.
Absolutely. So they now try to create a whole legal framework within Africa so that it will be possible to come to Africa, change the laws in the country, make them legal so the eggs can be harvested from Africans and African women. These women will die 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. So they have created the legal framework. They started with an international protocol. It's well known, the Maputo Protocol. The Maputo Protocol is a 23-page document that is said to be against female genital mutilation. Out of 23 pages of that document, only one sentence mentions female genital mutilation. What is in all the other things? Of course, there are so many things in it, including banning the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible used in schools, same-sex marriage, abortion all through 9 months of pregnancy, legitimizing human egg trafficking. It is that law that is now brought in its pieces to be integrated. We saw that in the National Health Bill, Section 51. We saw from Section 52 to 58 actually organ harvesting without the consent of the patient. You will see the conditions but no consent of the patient. They have now gone to the states because they couldn't get a ratification of that for domestication through the National Assembly. They have now gone to, in Imo State for example, this was integrated into the law. It's called Imo State Law number 12, which the public protested against, and it was repealed. But there is another law which is also a domestication of the Maputo Protocol. It's called Imo State Law number 7, and it's still active. So abortion is still legal in Imo State. Same-sex marriage is legal. There is a ban of Holy Bible, Holy Quran, and a ban actually of Catholic priesthood, Anglican priesthood. Right now, that is law. Why are they trying to create this? They are trying to create a whole infrastructure that will allow these human organ